What is up, everybody?
Happy Home Friday.
Happy Home Friday. Hope y'all are feeling well today. This request is for CountryEvolution. This is like a behind the scenes, of their CountryEvolution album, I guess.
We love behind the scenes.
Recording stuff.
Much.
I love all that stuff. So yeah, I cannot wait to check out what this is all about and see like what it's like actually being in the studio. I'm assuming they're going to be in the studio, right?
I don't know.
If it's making of the album.
Thank you very much to our anonymous friend who donated the song. They made some notes about this song or this video potentially being one that you will stop a lot on. So I'm super curious, like going into it with that eye.
We'll see. I'll try not to stop with just one eye.
Just the one eye. Yeah.
I'm going to try not to stop it all the time. If there's something that really stands out, then, I'll stop and
Thanks
check
in
it
advance.
Out. But yeah, absolutely. So we're going to jump right into it. Do all of Ninja's favorite things, my friends.
Thank you.
Y'all know what's up.
Thank you.
Ninja's favorite things.
Ninja's favorite
These
things.
are a few of her favorite things. Let's get it.
Won't you sing for me some good old country harmony?
Ooh.
And let it ring.
Aww.
Just like Alabama would always sing.
Yeah, Rob.
The night is young and so are we, and there's just one thing.
Oh, it's
Hey
great
everybody,
to see
this is Chris from HomeFree. This is day one of the new album project. We are down here in the studio in Lakeville, starting to work on the first song, Good Old Country Harmony by Tim.
Yay.
Yay.
Hey, Darren.
Actually, I would just keep shuffling throughout this whole thing. For all, for lack of a better word, it's like train music. It's like truck music.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking for that chorus, yeah.
And then you just into the chorus.
Yeah.
So, and then.
Yeah, I get to travel around and make it.
Hey.
That's cool.
Hey.
Tim is working hard.
Join right in on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
That was great.
Do it! Save that one, don't let it go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah.
I need to get a pair of those NS10s. Those monitors right there. These are great.
I thought that was a speaker.
Yeah.
Oh, tech speak. Monitors.
Yeah, monitors. They're called monitors in the studio.
For the layman people, they're speakers.
Yeah,
Speakers.
yeah. These are some of the most famous speakers, period, ever in the world. And I guarantee you, every one of you watching this has heard many songs mixed on those exact speakers. And the reason why those speakers are so good is because they really tell the truth. And they're very mid-rangey. And so if you can mix on those NS10s and make anything sound good on those, it's going to sound good anywhere. And that's why you will see those speakers in any studio that's world famous.
Okay. This is very good information.
Yeah, they don't necessarily sound the best, but that's why if you can mix something good on those, it's going to translate anywhere.
Well, good on Darren for having the right tool for the job.
Lots of people have those Yamahas. They're great speakers for that.
1, 2.
Just angry as hell.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to day 4. The beard is coming along well. I'll be rivaling Rob in no time. We are finishing up Old Country Harmony.
I like Austin
Also
Jeans.
working on the second verse right now. And then we're kicking into Friends in Low Places. The album is coming together.
I wonder where their studio is.
Lakeview.
Sorry, can you back it up? I was talking.
Into Friends in Low Places. The album is coming together.
Got it.
Next song.
Hey, it's Pokey.
I'm in this chair.
He's gone to all the different chairs already.
Are we gonna have enough cowbell in this song?
Cool.
Where's Matt?
Hey, Rob, what day is it today?
Copy that.
It's the day after my birthday.
Yeah,
Oh,
happy
that's good.
belated.
That was what I was going for, but yeah, that works. It's day 7.
It's day 7.
Day
Yeah.
All about me and when my birthday is. So tomorrow's 2 days after my birthday.
That's great.
So,
We're doing a take on this one. We're doing The Devil Went Down to Oshkosh.
I like it. That's
From
in
Canada?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
The
Wisconsin.
Devil Went Down to Oshkosh.
Bagosh.
Looking for some jeans.
Is this Tim? Is this Tim filming?
Probably. I don't know. No one down to Georgia.
Whoa. Ooh, whoa. Yeah.
Whoa!
Who's singing?
But not too pronounced, Robbie.
Right.
Robbie. So endearing.
There's my drum solo.
And a band of demons joined in, and it sounded something like this.
Ooh.
This is great.
Today's day 10, and we're finishing up.
Did we
Come on, you
do
got-
that song? Devil Went Down to Georgia?
No.
No, it doesn't sound familiar
Nope,
that
nope,
we've
we have
done
not
them.
done that. Nope. I would remember that one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I think.
From the
This-
title.
Today's day 10. Chris was almost finished saying it, and we're finishing up Seven Bridges Road.
Yeah.
The Eagles. We're gonna put an 8th bridge in today. It's gonna be
That was dumb.
And then when are you flying in all the tracks, the band tracks, guitars, and all that?
Yeah.
Band's coming.
Looking forward to that.
The band's coming.
And I pray my tears be a cleansing rain.
Pokey's facing the other way now.
Great.
That's how you sing, people.
I can smile, if just for a while.
Exactly.
He sounded like Kermit. Kermit the Frog here.
Oh, you did it good.
Thank you.
Pray my tears
That was the one. That was the one.
I think they're getting a little stir crazy.
It's nice and short, and it's called Serenity.
You do that sometimes.
All the time.
And you always call yourself out when you do it.
Always.
Like, just the way your mouth is.
it's like I can't help it. It's the shh.
Yeah, it
every
happens.
time.
I think a lot of people
We
do
were
that.
recording our cover of the Warning song Sharks. And when Matt and I were sitting there talking about it, and this was on camera for
great.
our documentary, I guess. And I was like, yeah, something about sharks. I couldn't do it.
I think I heard it from the other room.
Yeah. Shh. And we were just cracking up. I can't help it. And it sounded like the guy, the Family Guy. Do you know that show, Family Guy?
I know the show,
The
but I
old
never
guy, and
watched
he's
it.
like,
It's not my thing.
"Come here, Sonny. I'd like to show you something.
I bet a lot of you know what he's talking about.
my sunroom.
You're not the only one, baby.
I know. It's crazy.
That was a beautiful moment.
Wait, can you back
We're
it up? I
doing
need more
Alabama
context.
It's nice and
Yeah.
short, and it's called Serenity.
That was a beautiful moment.
We're doing the Alabama medley today. Austin arranged this song.
That much.
So he's
Which
very
one?
hands-on with this
Alabama.
one. We've got his scratch track done, and now Tim is recording
Pause for a
his bass
second.
line.
Can you please tell people what a scratch track means?
Scratch track. You just recently heard about that, huh? Yeah.
I want all of our friends to know. I mean, if we're watching a show about production and you know how this all goes, tell us.
Yeah, so scratch tracks are something that you would record for people to record to. Like when we were doing our Sharks playthrough, I'll take that because that's what I did scratch tracks for, right? I did scratch guitar, and that is basically me just laying down a guitar track that's not necessarily the one you're going to hear in the recording, but it's something that Matt can play his drums to, or somebody can sing to until we get to the actual recording of it. So it's basically a reference.
It's a draft, right? It's a draft.
Well,
you're just
a draft
starting off with a draft.
No, a draft you add to and make it final. This you do
okay.
not use. This
So-
is just a reference for you to record your actual parts.
But it has to be correct.
Yeah, it has. Well, for the most part. I mean, if there's little mess ups here and there, it's fine. Like if I don't hit the right note on something, it's not gonna kill Matt. You know what I mean?
Right.
If he still has to keep time. If I'm in time, and it's fine. But you want it to be as good as possible, of course.
Yeah.
But it's not one that you use for the actual recording almost never.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so scratch is like you throw it away once you're done with it and record the real one.
Another example to build on what Jeremy just said is with these scratch tracks, right? So as part of this cover song that we've learned, I'm playing the bass on it. And in order to play my bass parts, I wanted to be able to hear the guitar and the drum parts happening so I know all of that, so I can hear it and hear the song. The scratch tracks Jeremy would have laid down and Matt would have laid down helped me be able to then play to it. And without it having to be final, their parts. So
then
hopefully that made sense.
Then we went and re-recorded my tracks and the full drums.
In their final state, yeah.
Yep. And actually she laid down bass tracks, which were technically scratch tracks because there were some that were really good. She actually went into it and wasn't expecting to play bass, but she did. So we got some scratch tracks for the vocalists to be able to sing to.
Yeah.
But now we got to go back and re-record her actual bass.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Long story short, scratch tracks or throwaway tracks as reference for people to record their parts on.
Preach. Hopefully that was helpful.
Yeah.
Guys.
I'm going to play softball this song.
That much.
It's called Serenity.
It was a beautiful moment. We're doing the Alabama medley today. Austin
Alabama
arranged this song.
medley.
That much.
So he's very hands-on with this one.
I miss Chris. He was always just so
We've got
happy.
his scratch track done, and now Tim is recording his bass line. And I'm going to play softball later, so I'm dressed in my softball clothes. And Beard Watch is coming along nicely.
Beard watch.
On down the river.
Right there though,
Yeah.
instead of him float on down the river, do it like that because it creates that rub, and it's just how they do it too.
Float on down the river.
That's the natural harmony, but they go float on down the river.
Born and raised in the boom, down by the river in the full moonlight. We'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving.
You got it. It was on the upbeat. It was the and of 4 that the cutoff is.
Fishing in the dark, lying on her back.
I like how collaborative they are.
Where the cool grass grows.
It's really hands-on when you're in the studio like that.
Pause for a second,
Great
please.
live.
But you know what was great, because like Austin just talking to Darren and kind of coaching him on how that's really good and important, right? Because you can have producers who are like very staunch and no, I'm the producer and it's going to be my way. But the fact that they work together to make the sound that they're both happy with.
And they're friends. And you
they're
know,
friends, yeah.
there's a producer, right? But the band hired that producer, you know? So
to see their vision come
you
to
do
life.
have to play ball, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you hired a producer for a reason, so you don't want to shoot down everything they say,
Right.
but also you want it to be what you want it to be.
Right.
So there's definitely that kind of play, you know, and you sit there and you work on things and you talk about, all right, try it this way, like we did with the vocal booth, you know, when you guys were recording vocals. It's like, all right, try it like this.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it goes. All right, let's keep going.
Down by the river in the full moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow.
Hey everybody, we are now over at Adam's place, and this is where he does all the drumming stuff for the album.
Yeah,
what is
so
he
basically
using? Is
I
that-
will sit here and I've got the track from the guys with all the vocals on it, and I will. I have an initial idea of how the song is going to go down.
wonder what
and
DAW he's
I basically
using.
have to start playing around
Not
and
Logic.
figuring out what really works, what doesn't work, and piecing together how I want to
It
do it. So
doesn't
here's the mic.
look like Logic.
And for example, let's just go into it here.
It doesn't. I don't know.
And then you set the tracks off to be mixed, and it all gets put together.
Yep, pretty much.
Cool. Hi.
Man, I want to see
Nice to
how.
meet you. Always.
I really want to see how Darren mixes those drums. Like, oh, I'm just so curious. I'm so curious on as to how he does that. Like, does he do multiple tracks of the same take and EQ them differently? Because what you want to EQ for the hi-hat sound is not what you EQ for the kick drum sound. But he does everything in one take. It's not separate. So how do you
But maybe-
EQ for the kick drum part and not the hi-hat?
I get what you're saying. Do you think Darren maybe splits it up and does it that way?
That's what I was saying.
Like takes the clip and then the one whole clip and chops the piece?
If I go, how do
Yeah.
you separate the kick from the hi-hat on
Yeah,
that?
I
You know,
don't know.
you can't. You physically
Right.
can't. Like
Yeah,
in
I know.
drums, I have a kick drum track where I can just EQ the kick drum and just EQ the snare drum. When he's doing all one thing, how do you EQ that? Do you just make multiple duplicates of that track and EQ one as a snare and EQ one as a kick?
I don't know.
I'm so curious as to how Darren does that.
I know, and I don't think we're going to get to see it in here.
No, not in here. I mean, that's pretty focused.
Yeah.
That would take a long time, but very interesting. I'm
Good.
curious.
And then you said the track's off to be mixed, and it all gets put together.
Yep, pretty much.
Cool.
So dry.
And I wonder if he does his own samples. Like, he does a right? But then I wonder if he has like a boom, boom. Like he does individual hits that Darren can then take those and put those on the kicks.
I bet he does. So Darren has like a library of these sounds that Adam's recorded, his samples.
And he fills it in.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
I bet he does. I bet he does. Because if you were going to do it, you would do that.
I would definitely be adding samples or something. I mean, I'm only talking about what I think might be happening because that's the only thing I can think of that I would do. Now, if I had more time to sit and really try and focus or talk with people that are used to mixing beatboxing, then maybe I could learn a little more. But I'm not used to it, so I'm trying to figure out just how that works. It's so interesting.
Yeah, it is.
So interesting.
I was just looking at his monitor there. Is there any indication as to what's happening that would answer your question on there? Like, I see full tracks on the top 4 and then individual pieces.
Well, these are 2 tracks.
Oh,
it's
2,
stereo,
not 4.
left and right.
I see.
Yeah, left and right, left and right.
And then individual
That's what he just
pieces.
recorded. That little that was the piece he recorded.
Yeah.
So I don't know what these are. This could be a bunch of anything.
It
These
could
are
be
chopped
samples.
up. Could be samples. Very well. These right here look like some kind of samples added.
Like a fast something.
Because they're like little pieces, little tiny clips. Like this right here could be just little harmonies or something added to those. Who knows? Like it's just purely speculative, you know? It's cool.
Yep, pretty much.
Cool. Hi. Nice to meet you.
He looks like ZZ Top.
But I'm working on it.
Like one of the band members from ZZ Top. I'm sorry, can you back it up? I was so distracted by that guy looking like ZZ Top guy.
Yeah, that was one of the Oak Ridge boys. We did that Elvira song.
Yeah, that's right.
And one of those guys just passed away a few weeks ago or a month or 2 ago, I want to say. So rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seemed like such a great gem group of human beings. Such a great gem group of human beings.
We all know what you meant, baby.
What in the hell am I talking about?
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Oak Ridge.
Got a ways to go on my beard, but I'm working on it.
I'm almost there.
I get a funny feeling up and down my spine. 'Cause I know that my Elvira's mine. And I'm singing Elvira.
Badoom.
You put one little tweet on Twitter, man, and our whole thing lights up, man. It's like you guys got a following and a half.
You're welcome.
Crazy. It's for fun. It's fun to put them in a tweet. Oh, we're going to record with HomeFree guys finally. We're going to do Elvira in June.
Oh, yeah.
All them home fries.
Oh, that feels
Internet
nice.
explodes.
That's awesome.
Oh, man. My iPhone was fried.
Hey everybody, this is day 20, the final day of the whole thing. We are doing the last tracking and little catch-ups on a few of the things, and then this album is done. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
That was like that skidamarinky dinky dink.
We got an album. CountryEvolution is in the can, off to be mixed. So excited, so exhausted, and so can't wait to not come back here for a while. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed the ride here. It was a lot of fun. Bye.
Oh, Chris. So good to see him.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was fun.
That was fun.
So thank you very much for your request for this. It's always a blast to see stuff in the studio like that. And I have so many questions. Like, we really need to talk to Darren about some of this stuff. You know,
we just, yes, we do. It's just, we need to make it happen. And we know how to do that. We just need a little more time in the day.
We need to create more hours
more days
in the
of the
day.
week. Couple more,
exactly.
You know, we'll get there.
Let's just turn into God and add a new day.
Yeah.
Why not?
We're going in sprints. That sprint will come eventually.
We'll get to it. But yeah, this was definitely a blast to see. Like, I want to talk to Adam about those drums.
Well,
man.
we have
that
his
blows my
information
mind.
thanks to one of our friends. So we will when we get there.
We definitely need to talk to him. So thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. And hopefully you guys maybe got a little insight about some recording processes.
Yeah, and if you have some questions, drop some comments.
Yeah, drop some comments and try to answer them as much as we can. And we will see you guys. Oh, wait.
What?
Forgot.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Our friends know what to do. We don't need to talk any more about it.
All right, you guys. We'll see y'all soon.
That's right.
Peace.